I'm so pumped to play Mario Kart. Are y'all ready?
Dude, I've been working all week on math facts. I am so ready.
Let's do 4-player. You guys are going down.
I don't think so.
Versus race.
What do y'all think our character should be?
Waluigi.
I got Mario.
I'm definitely doing Luigi.
Wario, yeah.
Definitely Waluigi.
Okay, yes.
Oh,
That's a
Wario
very large
Stadium.
Wario.
Oh,
Take it.
scary.
Okay.
Oh, the first race. Okay, we got
I'll
this,
be in the
guys.
back.
Start off.
3, 2, 1.
Haha.
Oh, watch out.
Ah.
Oh, get that.
Nice.
Oh, I'm not starting off too
No,
strong.
guys, watch out.
Watch out for the
Hey.
Wall.
Hey,
Yeah.
no. And here in the water
Watch out
we
for the
go.
banana in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Good save.
Thank you for telling us that.
No.
Oh, well, not the ink,
No,
guys.
not
Not
the
the
ink.
Oh.
Did we all just get
Oh
inked?
my.
Yes.
Hey.
It's okay. We got this.
Watch the drop.
Ooh.
Oh,
Thanks for fighting me.
Oh, lightning.
no, I'm so small.
Oh, there's a rocket.
People just passed me.
Come back, Wario.
No, there's
Oh.
a blue.
Oh, we're almost
You're
there,
almost
guys.
there, you're
almost there,
Slipstream.
guys. Come on.
Let's go.
Woo.
5th place. We'll take it.
Yeah.
There you go.
8th place.
It is
Good job,
so good.
guys.
I'll finish.
Good job, guys.
Wow, that was so fun.
Did you see Wario wipe out on that corner?
I can't believe you hit Peach with a banana at the end. That was such a good shot.
I'm just glad you missed me.
Hey guys, welcome to Bible Fellowship. I'm Avery.
And I'm Savvy.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Marcus, but you can call me Waluigi. Wah.
Nice. We're so glad you could join us online for our block party.
The great thing about Block Party is that everyone's invited.
And at our block party, we're learning about friendship.
Friendship is our life app this month.
Let's read it together. Friendship, using your words and actions to show others you care.
Like how Marcus warned me about the bomb around that second corner.
Exactly.
Friends encourage one another because friends care about each other.
God tells us in Proverbs 17:17 that a friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes.
And we've all been friends for a long time. And we've grown in our friendship because of the way that we've treated one another.
One way we can care for each other is with words that are helpful and positive.
I know these guys will always be there for me, and that's a great gift to have, a friend.
And encouraging them, even if it means you won't get the trophy at the end of the race.
Are y'all up for another race? Let's go.
Yeah,
All right, let's go.
Hey everybody, I'm Lawson and I'm extremely popular because I have 2,378 close personal friends. Ooh, 2,379 friends? Well, followers. Okay, people I sorta know or met once. One of my friends is Jar Jar? What kind of name is that? I don't know a Jar Jar. Anyways, today I've got a great story about a girl named Gemma in my aunt's 6th grade class and how she made some real life friends. See, Gemma's mom got transferred and they moved to a brand new town where the kids have already been in school for a whole month. And Gemma's super nervous because all the kids will already have friends and she won't fit in. And they'll just ignore her like she's invisible. Then Gemma sees this girl Maisie walking to school. And Gemma's like, look at her. She's got it all together. But mom reminds her that most kids aren't as confident as they look. And Gemma wonders, what will they think of me? And her mom tells her to focus on what others need rather than what they think about you. When Gemma gets to her first class, it feels like all eyes are on her. But Gemma chooses to keep her eyes off herself. 3 minutes into Miss Freeman's lesson on Lewis and Clark, the girl beside Gemma, Maisie, breaks her pencil. Right away, Gemma reaches into her backpack and pulls out her extra pencil. Her big pencil. a really, really big pencil. Eggs, milk, candy, more candy. At lunchtime, Gemma sits alone, and she's starting to feel really sorry for herself. But then she sees two other kids, Noah and Grace, looking for a table and invites them to sit with her. And Gemma even shares her dad's famous chocolate chip cookies with them. Dad uses cayenne pepper so the cookies have a little extra bite. And then after that, Gemma's right behind this other girl, Brooke. When Brooke drops her bag, spilling all her books and papers and the world's largest collection of ping pong balls. Some kids start laughing at Brooke, but then Gemma jumps in right away to help. And then Maisie jumps in, and Noah and Grace, and they get everything picked up in record time. And they all do a celebration dance. And when Gemma gets back in the car, Mom gives her a thumbs up. A giant thumbs up. And Gemma's actually excited to go back. So kids, never put cayenne pepper in cookies, but always do remember that friendship is using your words and actions to show others you care. Ooh. Huh. Oh, hey, my friend Paul posted this really cool picture of us from his birthday party yesterday. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like this. Actually, I'm gonna tell Paul I like it in real life. With this! Look how big it is! Okay, all right. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time. Hey, Paul!
What's up, kids and preteens? Connor Chambers here, so excited to get to share with you from God's Word today. We're out here at the PCA Plano campus track, and you know, I actually used to run track, and one of the races I ran was the 2 mile, and sometimes you're running it, and there's people in front of you, and there's people behind you, and as you're running, you just kind of find yourself alone, you know, no one around you. It's kind of how life is sometimes. You're going through life doing the best you can, and sometimes you just kind of feel like there's no one else that you've linked arms with. Maybe you felt this way before. Let me give you an example. There was once where I was doing the dishes for my mom and dad without them asking me to. Right, so I'm trying to be helpful and I'm scrubbing plates and whatever has to happen, and my sister was nearby watching a YouTube video, and I said, hey sis, can you hop up here and help me do these dishes for mom and dad? You know what she said? No. Oh, cold. And in that moment, I felt alone. Does nobody else want to help me do the dishes? Does nobody else want to show mom and dad some gratitude? And that happens in life sometimes, despite the fact that feeling lonely doesn't feel good. So how can we live life so that we're lonely less? And when we do feel lonely, what can we do about it? Great questions. And what do we do when we have great questions like these? We go to the Bible. I've got a story for y'all. Let's head to 1 Kings, because that's where we're gonna be today. Now let me start with some context. You know how Israel had kings, right? You think of the first king, King Saul, and then King David took over after him, right? Remember slingshot, ping, David and Goliath? Yeah, that guy. And then his son Solomon became king, and then after Solomon, unfortunately, the nation split. It split into the northern kingdom, they called themselves Israel, and then the southern kingdom, and they called themselves Judah. And both had their own kings ruling over them. They had some good kings, but more often than not, they had bad kings. And whenever there was a bad king ruling, usually what would happen is the Israelites themselves would start disobeying God. And God would want to bring them back to himself, so he would warn them. And he would do that through prophets. He would send a prophet to deliver a message calling his people to turn back to him. So what's a prophet, you might ask? It's someone who receives a message from God to take and deliver to a certain group of people. Now, the life of a prophet can be kind of lonely for a couple of reasons. One, prophets, they had to travel a whole lot in order to deliver these messages. But even more than that, when they would deliver these messages, they weren't always the most popular. I mean, imagine God sending a message saying, hey, what you're doing is wrong. Turn around and repent. Probably not the thing that's going to get you invited to most birthday parties. And then last but not least, because they brought unpopular messages, they lived dangerous lives. Especially whenever there was an evil king in power, they would sometimes try and kill, or even actually kill, God's prophets. And today, our story is about a prophet named Elijah. Now, Elijah lived during the time of King Ahab. Now, you may have never heard of Ahab, but he was one of Israel's most evil kings ever. And at one point, Elijah had to run for his life, and he was hiding, and he cries out to God because he felt alone. Let's read. Then a voice said to him, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" He replied, "I have been very zealous for the Lord God Almighty. The Israelites have rejected your covenant, torn down your altars, and put your prophets to death with the sword. I am the only one left, and now they are trying to kill me too." You might not have anybody trying to kill you right now, but have you ever felt like that? Alone? Like you were the only one in the whole world who was dealing with whatever you were dealing with, struggling with whatever you were struggling with? Elijah felt like he was so alone, the only one left. But God steps in and tells him, "No, Elijah, you're not alone. In fact, there are 7,000 other Israelites that I have saved for myself." What he means is there are 7,000 other Israelites who, despite the evil around them and despite the evil king, were still obedient to God. So Elijah wasn't alone. But Elijah was about to experience the bond of friendship as an even bigger answer to his loneliness. Let's keep reading. So Elijah went from there and found Elisha, son of Shaphat. He was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen, and he himself was driving the 12th pair. Elijah went up to him and threw his cloak around him. When Elijah put this coat on Elisha, Elisha knew exactly what it meant, that he had been called to work with and serve the prophet Elijah. Here's how Elisha responded. Elisha then left his oxen and ran after Elijah. "Let me kiss my father and mother goodbye," he said, "and then I will come to you." "Go back," Elijah replied. "What have I done to you?" So Elijah left him and went back. Now, before I keep going, Elisha is about to embark on this incredible journey with Elijah. But before he leaves, he celebrates with the biggest backyard barbecue you've ever seen. He took his yoke of oxen and slaughtered them. He burned the plowing equipment to cook the meat and gave it to the people, and they ate. Then he set out to follow Elijah and became his servant. Now Elijah and Elisha, they build an incredible bond of friendship through some amazing adventures. God uses them to perform all kinds of miracles, deliver really hard messages, and they generally experience God in some amazing ways. But eventually, God starts to call Elijah home, and it's time for Elijah to leave Earth. Here's how their friendship comes to a close. Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here. The Lord has sent me to Bethel." But Elisha said, "As surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you." So they went down to Bethel. The company of the prophets at Bethel came out to Elisha and asked, "Do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today?" "Yes, I know," Elisha replied, "so be quiet." Basically what's happening is Elisha, everybody knows that today is the day for God to take Elijah home. And Elisha's not happy about it. You heard his really short reply, "Yes, I know, be quiet." And Elijah's trying to make it easier for him. "God has called me to Bethel. So Elisha, stay here." But Elisha is not going to let his friend leave. He's going to walk with him to the very end. Then Elijah said to him, "Stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to Jericho." And he replied, "As surely as the Lord lives and as you live, I will not leave you." So they went to Jericho. The company of the prophets at Jericho went up to Elisha and asked him, "Do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today?" "Yes, I know," he replied, "so be quiet." Elisha had all the opportunities to leave his friend Elijah, but he didn't. What an amazing friend. He would rather be with Elijah to the end rather than take the easy route and not have to watch his friend be taken into heaven. Right before they get to the spot where Elijah is about to be taken into heaven, we read in verse 8, Elijah took his cloak, rolled it up, and struck the water with it. The water divided to the right and to the left, and the two of them crossed over on dry ground. Pretty amazing. Well, the time came, and Elijah was taken up into heaven. But Elijah gave Elisha one more request. He said, "If there's anything you want, ask it of me." And Elisha, he wanted to be like Elijah. He wanted to be a prophet. In fact, Elisha wanted to be an even more amazing prophet than Elijah was. So he asked Elijah if he could have double the spirit that Elijah had. Elijah said, "That's not something I can give you, but if you see me go, then God will give it to you." And he did. Elijah was caught up in a whirlwind. There was a chariot of fire, and Elijah saw Elisha go into heaven. His friend was gone, but that cloak fell back down. Elisha picked it up, walked over to the river that they had just crossed, struck it, called out, struck it again, and the water parted, just like it had for Elijah. And he walked across on the dry ground and became an amazing prophet. Sometimes as we're going through life, we might look around and wonder, where is our Elisha? Where is the friend who's going to stick by me through thick and thin, no matter what happens? And while that's a fair question, there's an even more important question. And that's, how can you be an Elisha to somebody else? How can you be that friend who sticks with somebody else through thick and thin? Because if you are that kind of friend, then you'll start to find that some of your friends are willing to stick with you. I encourage you, take some time and ask the Lord to help you become a better friend to those around you. And who knows, you might end up being able to bless somebody by being their Elisha, or you might find somebody else who can be one for you. That's all for today, kids and preteens. I love you all so much, and I cannot wait to see y'all again soon.
When night has fallen, when fear is calling, still you're calling me. When my faith is lost and my hope exhausted, you will be my strength. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. I've decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo, echo in my soul. In every season, you keep repeating your promises to me. Now there's no stopping what you have started until it is complete. When my mind says I'm not good enough, God, you're enough for me. I've decided I'm not giving up. You won't give up on me. You won't give up on me. Your love is holding on.